I think I'm gonna call it a day. Just take the Tonu. I mean, yeah, 925 isn't $1,000, but made 925 on about 90 miles. Had pretty good luck the other night. Came out trying this new, I know it hasn't gone into effect yet. Originally they said it was going to roll out July 8th. They bumped it up to July 1st as far as do one load, finish it, do another load, do that. It's kind of new. They're getting rid of that late truck reason for a prior Amazon stop. Giving it another go tonight. Had a great night the other night, a couple nights ago. Gave them basically 11 and a half hours. Made about $1,600 in that time. Staying fairly local. Right now, have them just a one load booked, going from San 5 to DSD back to San 5. So they claim it's going to be, I think they say 89 miles. It's really like 82. All I care about is that it pays out $450. But I'm going to give this another go again tonight. I woke up and they had a little message on the relay apps. Maybe it was on the web. It said like volume is up. I know they just announced Prime Day. I looked it up earlier. I think it was either like July 16th and 17th or 17th and 18th. One of those is right. And so if they're already sending like the little volume is up emails, that means they're, things could be ramping up. I almost hate making content around this time of the year because I would hate for somebody to leave here thinking it's like this all the time. 2024 has been real hit or miss with Amazon, but I suspect over the next month, as we enter into what they refer to as peak time, I suspect rates will be going up and everything. But I just kind of wanted to go out. The big question I had last time when when I did those, I think it was 4 loads the other day, one at a time. I just want to know, is it repeatable? I mean, anybody can go out and have a good night with Amazon, but is it, can you duplicate that time and time again and make consistent money with it? So that's what I'm figuring out, if it's even possible here tonight. About 8:30, got Lou with me tonight. He's feeling good. He's a little nervous to get up on the that spot capacity coming over right here for HLA 9 Harris to Hagerstown, Maryland. I'm not going that far, but I'll take a screenshot of it to throw in the video. Gonna go head over. I'm not doing Poway till 9:45. Got about 30 minutes to go check on my dad, and then we're gonna get this night rolling and see what we can do. Great visit with my folks. Dad's doing well. 3 rounds of chemo this week. First week doing chemo. He's got the next like 15 days off, so just wanted to check on him. He's doing better than I expected, to be honest. Passing my alma mater, good old Monte Vista High, class of '95, baby. I gotta, hopefully when I get down to Otay, I gotta clean this glass. I didn't drive the truck since the other day, and the yard I park it in is dirt, and nothing makes this truck dirtier than the weather we have here parked in a dirt lot. But hopefully I have time when I get there. They're telling me, actually right now they're telling me, because of Monte Vista, they're saying it's a 25-mile-an-hour speed limit. It's actually not, it's 45. I don't think there's any students present at 9 at night, but I'm due down there at 9:45. According to this thing, I'll get there at 9:32. Normally like to get there a little bit earlier than this, but there's really no incentive in getting there early. They're just, the arrival time's at 9:45 for a departure time an hour later at 10:45. So as long as you can make it into that gate, you're good. But next step is get down there. If the trailer's ready, I'm gonna run up there with dirty glass. If the trailer's not ready, I'm gonna get out and clean this stuff. So. I know I said I wasn't going to book any additional work until I finished the one. I was going to try running these loads the way that they're telling us they want them run. But they had 2 TIJ runs out of San 5. I couldn't pass up. I did my part. I mean, this load I'm on now, I'm up in Poway right now. This load I'm on now is supposed to end at 1. I didn't book the other one. The other one starts, the next one starts at 2. So even if this load runs over, I should be good. And then that next one that starts at 2, TIJ5 is a third-party site. They're usually pretty quick. They shut down at lunch from 2 to 3. So I'm worried about the first one, but that one doesn't end until like 5:30. And I booked another one because of the rates they were offering. I booked another one at starts at 6 o'clock. So I've done my part in staggering it. If one of these loads, like let's say Poway doesn't get me out of here for 3 hours, I still can use that excuse of, hey, a prior Amazon stop caused me to be late. If I'm late to any of these, it's not really going to make me sick because it's still a viable excuse until July 1st now, but just waiting. It's in their hands now, kind of running this like old Amazon. What am I doing? Waiting for my empty at Poway. Just dropped off the loaded trailer I brought up here. Lou and I are heading out for a walk. Who's a good boy? Are you a good boy? Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Let's walk. All right, just dropped off at Sand 3. Gonna head across the street to Sand 5 and go ahead and start this little trip over to TIJ 5. What I'm hoping is it's 12:47. I know that if I can, if Sand 5 has the trailer ready and I can make it to TIJ 5 before 2 o'clock, I know that they take a lunch from 2 to 3. I've still got enough time, still way ahead of schedule, but if I get to TIJ 5 between 2 and 3, I know they can't help me, so I'm just kind of fingers crossed. I'm going to start this next load here as I leave Sand 3. It's directing me to Sand 5, arrive by 2 a.m. It is 12:48. Let's see what it navigates me for. Calculating route. Says I will arrive 0.5 miles to go. I will arrive in 3 minutes. 1 minute. I'm sorry. So let's see if I can stay ahead of schedule and not mess up my little nightly routine. Got about 6 trucks ahead of me over at Sand 5. People sometimes ask, like, you know, why do you take so many screenshots? I don't think these 6 trucks are gonna take an hour and 10 minutes. But let's say it was closer to 2 and I arrived 10 minutes before. I can prove what time I got here. If it were close to my arrival time, I'd be sure to get a picture of these 6 trucks. I know it sounds like I'm a nut with all these screenshots and everything, but I attribute my grade to my collection of evidence throughout the night. I can tell you this, 100% of the information you need to set yourself free is, you know, as far as these like accusations of performance claims that Amazon makes, you have 100% of the information on your phone presented to you at one time or the other. The problem is, and I did the same thing. I'm not knocking people who do this, but the problem is it comes to you and you're like, oh, that doesn't matter next. Oh, that doesn't matter next. These screenshots have set me free on so many performance disputes. I mean, you'd rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. I'm starting to sound like King Stallman bail bonds.
King Stallman!
It's better to know me, the king, and not need me, than to need me, the king, and not know me.
Hello there, I'm George.
Anyway, 12:52 now. I think we're getting ready to move up one truck's length and get checked into Sand 5 and see if we can stay ahead of schedule. All right, 6 trucks, 6 minutes. Will they have my trailer ready an hour and 4 minutes before my scheduled arrival time? Let's find out. Yes, it's F, L as in Larry, X as in X-ray, V as in Victor.
Okay, and if I can set 514.
514.
Yes.
Perfect, thank you.
Yeah.
Already ready to go. There's a chance I get really ahead of schedule right now. Alright, got here, might as well take my lunch because they are go off duty. Not that I need to, but I'm gonna be here Luke, I hear you, buddy. It's a forklift. It's a forklift. I am not going to be driving for the next 30 minutes, so let's go home. Let's go. Oh, I got to sign yesterday's log. Agree. Logs off duty. Because I am not going to move this truck for at least 30 minutes. Because, there we go. You're not all wrapped up now. This place, TIJ5, they used to shut down from 2 to 3. Now I'm being told they stay closed until 2. It's a good idea, especially on these third-party sites, to find out where the line is. Lou, will you behave? Because some nights the trucks line up over here on this side, where I'm parked at. Other nights the trucks line up over here, and I don't want to cut the line, but I do want to find out where I am at in the line. And so what I did when I got here, I walked over here, saw the line of trucks. These guys are all waiting to pick up from here. These guys are not in line to drop off from here. So I checked with them, said go ahead, and they told me I'm on the right side. I wanted to be sure that I'm not cutting in front of them, and I'm not. I don't want to have any problems like that. And I am parked in a place over there where it is obvious I am next. These are the 2 dock doors where those 2 trucks are lined up at. But I just want to be sure that I have my place in line and I'm not cutting anybody else. But I checked in with these Commandos trucks, and these guys are all picking up. So sometimes they line up over here. I thought that's what these guys were doing, but it's not the case tonight. I am in the right spot. Just gotta wait till 2 when they open up. 1:22 right now. If Lou will quit pulling me, we're gonna go for a little 30-minute walk. Lou, are we getting unloaded? Are we getting unloaded? Lewis, is it the middle of the night you're in your seat? Is it the middle of the night and you're in your seat? You can't talk like that. Why are you so big and tough all the time? Are you a good boy? Are you a good boy? Oh, we're gonna bite. We're gonna bite now. You're a good boy. Are you a good boy? Is it way past your bedtime? Is it way past your bedtime? Ah. You tricked me. Will you shake? I said shake, don't bite. Will you shake? That's a bite. That's a shake. That's a bite. Shake. That's a bite. Okay, wait. Thank you. Alright, getting back to Sand 5 here. Same line of trucks as before. There's like 6 ahead of me. I'm going to try a little bit of trickery here. So this is the first Sand 5 to TIJ 5 to Sand 5 I had. The next one I have, it's 3:15. The next one I have doesn't start till 6. But here's the thing. If I know TIJ 5, they usually send these together. Tonight, the fact that they split them up, I suspect the trailer, even though I'm like 3 hours early for it, I suspect it's already ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to check in under the VRID. This is one of those facilities where you call them on the phone. There's not a screen. You're talking to the person in the guard shack. And I'm going to give them the VRID that I'm coming in on. I'm going to be honest about that. But then I'm going to ask if this other VRID that ends KSCM, if that trailer's ready. And if it is, if they'll go ahead and let me check in. If not, I got to go kill about an hour. Come back. I can come back as 2 hours before the arrival time. But what would be great is if it was already ready, and then I could just knock that third load out and just have it be done. So six trucks ahead of me, getting up to the front. That's what I'm going to try when we get there. Yes, it is 6SZ Z is in zebra 6. How are you doing?
I'm ready to go home.
All right.
I'm good, well, thank you. So I'm gonna put you. And your boat's filling up?
You know, I had a question about that. I'm coming in a little later for one that ends in KSCM. I haven't started it yet because I'm not due here till 6. But I was.
Okay.
I was.
Yeah, that's way too early. Usually we only check them in between like 2 hours.
Okay. When I took this before, I know it's like the back and forth run to TIJ5. I know sometimes they do have it early. Is there any way to check, or if not, it's fine. I'll come back.
Yeah, I'm showing right now that it's not even started.
Got it. All right, no worries. I'll go kill some time and come back.
Okay, sounds good. So I'm checking you in for parking stop 833.
833.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Pulled up to the Chevron. I was hoping to mess with that sign over there that says birria. I'll mess with some birria, but you know, at 3:54 in the morning, I think it's just the sign. I don't think there's anybody over there selling it. So I settled for first time trying this Tapatio artificial chicken picante. I'm excited. So unfortunately, they didn't have anything in there for Lou. That's too spicy for you, buddy. I'm sorry. I've struck out with the trailer being ready, not due till 6, but what I am going to do in 6 minutes, I have an alarm set. I'm going to get a screen record of me refreshing this screen, showing me that this is, I'm going to take a screenshot of it so I can show you, that this is still in my work queue on or after 4. And the reason for that is if they cancel it, like right now, if they cancel it in the next 6 minutes, they don't owe me anything because it's not within 2 hours of the scheduled arrival time. But once it hits 4 or 4:01, if I refresh this and it's still in my work queue, they owe me $175. So you got to make it worth your while. I have had times, I can't prove it, but there's been times where I'll have a load that's supposed to start in like an hour and a half, and I'll go to start it and there's nothing there, and it's like, oh, they canceled it. And it's like, wouldn't I wish I had that screenshot? So hate to say that I build my nights around screenshots, but build your nights around screenshots. You got to protect your money. All right, there we go. 4 a.m. Turn this screen record on. I want to be able to prove to them that I refreshed it after 4. So I'm going to let this thing kick in. I'll show you the same video I will make available to them if they want to play with the Tonu. And let's refresh. It's still in there. So if they want to play games with the Tonu, I'm ready for them. And so it's that point in the morning where I'm not nervous at all. I mean, I know I qualified for the Tonu, but I mean, talk about waiting until the last minute. I refresh this screen. It says I'm still waiting. Wait until 7:30. It's 6:48 now. I also like to check that. Come over here, refresh the trips. I seem a little out of it. I'm covered in dog hair. Lou and I just got up from I just got up. He's still out from like a 2-hour nap. Come in here. Look at this first leg, Sand 5 to TIJ 5. They still haven't assigned it a trailer. This trailer ID, that little pencil there, means they haven't assigned it a trailer. 175 is kind of like, I mean, I'd take it for 280, but 175 to take a nap is worth it. But I was kind of hoping on making the $1,000. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I might look for something else. If I come in here and look at my drive clock, I still have 7 hours and 12 minutes of drive time left. So no point in calling ROC yet. They won't do anything until after your scheduled departure time, which is 7:30 for me. So I still got 40 minutes left on that. But I'm gonna kind of throw myself together. I gotta add a lint roller to my things that I keep in this truck. I was back there laying down with Lou and I'm just covered in fur. But we'll see what the next 40 minutes bring. All right, it is 7:30. Let's refresh this thing and check one last time. There's no point in requesting a callback before your scheduled departure time. If you call at 7:29 and they call you back, they'll be like, oh, it's before your scheduled departure time, and then you're timed out from requesting a callback for 10 more minutes. Let's just see here. Just refreshed it. Still haven't assigned it a trailer number. Let's just check in the app. It is still active in the app. So let's come over here and request trip support.
Learn about our privacy commitments. A short survey follows this call. Thank you.
Hello.
Hi, my name is. I'm calling from Amazon Autos. No traveler attached. And I cancel your next empty move also, and you will receive the cancellation fee. Okay?
It was canceled. Let me just be sure that everything. Let me just look at it on my end here. Okay, so it's not in transit. And I see it's canceled. All right, I appreciate your help. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And just like that, the sun comes up and the rates go down. Let's turn off this auto refresh here for a minute. I mean, they've got, you know, throughout the night they were going up to San Bernardino, Ontario area for like $500-600. Now it's down to $296. 373 to Bakersfield looks good, but don't have enough hours of service to do it. Tucson 326, same thing. No hours, not enough hours of service. San 5 to Tucson, bunch of those. Goodyear 312. There was some decent ones on here later today, like San Diego to Moreno Valley 1, but then I'd have to sleep up in Moreno Valley and technically wouldn't be compliant with my clock, so don't want to do that. This one looked good. I mean, here's SCA 7 to Rialto, but it takes 8 hours and 47 minutes. Another one below it, SCA 7. I hate it when I see 7 stops though, $1,200. I think I'm gonna call it a day. Just take the Tonu. I mean, yeah, $925 isn't $1,000, but made $925 on about 90 miles. So can't complain about that. Yeah, just kind of with nothing really planned and this big gap in my night, I just kind of have a I got a little tired, to be honest, but probably just gonna call it a night here. Finish walking Lou, checking out the back of the new San 6. Sometime when I don't have Lou with me, I'm gonna bring the drone down here and get some cool shots of that. Lou just can't be anywhere near the drone, otherwise he will eat it. I hope this video serves you well. Appreciate you for watching. Take care. Lou, what is it?